was a big deal. Let's go around the back box, kind of see how the steppers look. Check this one. Yeah, he's having some problems. Let's see. Oh, no, actually, yeah, look, not advancing. I gotta encourage it. So that's the player unit. Resets, but doesn't advance. We'll start there and then move up to the relays and check all those. Clean up the stationary plate with 400 grits. Gently, lightly lube with Teflon gel lube. And then I'm going to put the rotating plate back on. You can see right there, I marked it because you don't want to put this on backwards. Putting it on backwards, that's never a good thing. Okay, that's put back on. Let's just do some tests. Now it advances and resets nicely. And always check these switches. It's something I failed to mention. You always got to check these open at 0 position or player 1. And then just make sure it advances, which it does. Go through each one of the relays, make sure the switch adjustments are all good, which they seem to be. A little adjustment here and there. Okay, here's the credit unit. Put it on free play. Let's make sure that these 2 top switches are both closed. One's actually for the light on the lower ball arch. The other one's actually to the replay button on the front door. But I always forget which is which, so I just close them both permanently. And then the game's always on free play. Okay, so on the lower panel, a little bit with the stepper units, but not too much. Clean the plates. Really, they were fine, though. They weren't sticky or anything. Went through on the bottom of the play field, the target bank there, or the reset bank, I should say. The bonus stepper, oh, this was interesting. The bonus stepper, the stationary bake leg plate, right now it's reset, and it's on the first rivet, as you can see right there. As it should be. When it's all the way reset, it should be there. So what it was before is that this bank, if you loosen these 2 screws, this whole thing can move. So when it would step all the way up to the last position right here, it actually wasn't on a rivet. So it was really cool, or not so cool. So fix that so that's working properly. Score motor switch is not too bad, didn't have to do too much. Other than that, pretty much ready to fire the game up. Numbers on all reels. Hit the front door start button. Okay. Ball and shooter lane. Score reels reset. So, the way this game works is if you get all the different cards either by these rollovers or by the rollovers down here on the in and the out lanes, you'll turn on double bonus. So these double bonus light goes on. These are all off. And the next trick is if you drop down either side of these banks, you'll light the 1 and the 2 star. So there's only 1 star. Do it again, and now there's my 2 star. Now that lights this extra ball loop. So you see you got all these lit, and then that will advance the bonus apparently 4 times, I would think. I'm not sure what all those lights mean, but I think. But you will definitely get this, and it'll turn on. Same player shoots again if we go through here. Yeah, see, we had 4 advances, and now same player shoots again. I had problems with one of the drop targets not going down very easily, so you take these little circuit boards off, clean them up with some 400, and lightly put a coating of Teflon gel lube on there, and that fixes that problem. Notice the horseshoe contacts is used in solid state Williams drop targets too. These are very problematic. A lot of times you got to take everything apart and all these little boards off for each drop target and clean them and lightly lubricate. We did this, clean this drop target, and it drops really nice now. These ones aren't too bad. And they're all scoring, but a lot of times if you got to take them apart and clean them. From our play test, the one thing I can really hear is that the chimes sound really metallic-y. Oh man, listen to that. It's terrible. It drives me crazy. So I just pull this retainer out, take off these little plastic washers, we'll reuse those, take off the chime bar, and what happens is, you can see right here that it should have this little rubber gasket, which is disintegrating, as you can see. And then what happens is the metal bar just rides against the metal frame and makes all that noise. So we'll pull off the tubing, and then I use plumbing washers and slide a couple of these right over them, and that's our new washer. And you can get plumbing washers at Home Depot, they're pretty cheap. And then reassemble, and we'll get a cleaner sound. Okay, so here it is reassembled. This is the one I've done. This is one I haven't done. Sounds metallic-y. Sounds nice. Doesn't sound like a cymbal. Brand new Pinball Life rubber mini posts. Try and put them on, look. They just split. Total junk. Anyways, new rubber. Rebuilt chime. Let's check it out. Okay, let's see. Notice the chime sound. The sounds, how they're smoother. They're not so metallic. See how they sound nicer? See? Much nicer. Sounds a lot better.